Welcome to a different part of the world. Welcome to America. It's good to be back in the States. I already had a long day of traveling. Traveled all the way from Okinawa back to Seattle, Washington. But this isn't my final destination. We still got one more flight. And unfortunately, that'll be tomorrow. Hasn't been too convenient with traveling. However, it's a beautiful day today. Got lucky for once. Anyway, I'm not that far from the motel I'm going to be staying out for the night, so let's head there. Okay, I'm here at my hotel. And my shoe got untied in the process. Wasn't that far of a walk from the airport, so it was like maybe about a 10-minute walk, so not bad. Well, at least I don't have a view of a wall this time. Just a parking lot. At least I get to see the sky. I don't know if I'm going to do much today right now. Just chill, maybe go out and eat something. Something American, something I can't get in Japan now that I'm back in the States. So I got to fly out early tomorrow morning, so what time is it? It's currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Local time over here. Pacific time, that's what you call it. What time is it in Japan? Currently in Japan, it is, 5 o'clock in the morning. So 16 hours ahead. So I traveled back in time. Anyway, yeah. Gonna get settled in. I could go for a shower. And then we'll go find something to eat. Something American. Okay. Shower wasn't that fulfilling. The pressure was kind of but it was a good rinse at least. I haven't got to shower for almost 24 hours. I don't know, I'm losing track of time since I went back into time. So, well, I'm gonna do a little sightseeing. So, when I was in LA for a long layover, I downloaded the app called Lyft, which is similar to Uber. I mean, yeah, it was a little pricey, but it got me to the Hollywood sign, the observatory, pretty much the main stuff I wanted to see. And then it rained. Well, actually, it was raining in and out. It was kind of frustrating. Well, today, looks like it won't be raining. Well, this time, I won't have to use Lyft. I can if I want to. However, there's a cheaper way to do it. Use the monorail. I don't think I've ever used a monorail in America before, because there's no monorail in Montana. So, well, let's go the cheap route. However, I might need some cash, and unfortunately, I don't have any US dollars on me. I only have yen and some won that I collected from Korea. You can pay with a credit card. So let's do that. Wow, I got my ticket that I completely paid with my credit card. Can't really do that in Japan. Not that I've known. Well, Japan is Japan is still a cash-based society. As in America, I'm pretty sure we're going cashless. Even though I think at some point in society we're going to go cashless because artificial intelligence has taken over society. Or the monorail. Gonna go this way. Wow, this is a really big city. Seems bigger than Naha. And seems a little sketchy in this area, in this kind of downtown area. I'm trying not to make eye contact with anybody. Okay, I don't know if it's because I've been in Japan for so long and haven't been in America for quite a while, or I just come from a small town and don't come from sketchy areas like these. I'm seeing a lot of looks like people are on drugs, and I see a lot of like cops and security guards. I don't know. I think I'm walking through a bad side of town right now. Well, we'll get through it. Society also feels very different right now. And it's not because I'm in a different continent. It's the way people are dressed. It's almost like a cultural shock to my own country. Don't want to get into details, but it is a certain month this month called Pride Month, and I'm seeing a lot more of that right now being celebrated here, or the way people are dressed compared back to Japan. That was just another thing I wanted to bring up. Well, we should be at the Seattle Space Needle in about 15 minutes, depending on my pace. So, on this main street I've been walking on, there is a lot of homeless, and looks like people are on drugs. And it doesn't smell great in this area either. That's one thing I appreciate about Japan. It's more clean. Yeah, there are some sketchy areas like Nishinai, but cocky. A lot of graffiti here too. Let's see. I've also had to avoid eye contact with certain people, just to avoid trouble. Because I've already had people try to approach me, and sadly I don't have any US dollars on me. And if anything, I would only give a homeless man some food and water, something healthy. I would never give a homeless man money, because I don't know if they'll ever actually use the money to do something good for themselves. Because I fear that they'll just buy drugs or alcohol, stuff that's just gonna make the situation worse. Anyway. Great. I'm in a little dark area. Seems a little dark, empty, and sketchy. Okay, it doesn't seem so scary right now. Here we are. We are at the Space Needle. There. We made it through that lawn and, yeah, that sketchy street. Well, doesn't seem that far of a walk now. So we're gonna go to the top, get some pictures, get a view. Hopefully it's not too expensive and too crowded too. Just wanna get this off my bucket list is all. Our Road Memorial Fountain.
How you want the photos?
Okay. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. I am not going up the Space Needle. And I'll tell you why. So, it costed like, depending on which ticket you want, it's either $30 or $50 for just a single person. Back in Tokyo and Osaka, it wasn't even half that price. So, well, I'm gonna have to give Space Needle a hard pass because that is way too expensive. Way too expensive. I don't need to spend that money. And I didn't come here to waste money on tourist traps like that. Well, I didn't come all the way here for nothing, because we have the very first Starbucks here in Seattle. The very first Starbucks of all of Starbucks. So, let's go check it out. Well, I'm in a very crowded area. This is almost like similar to Kokusai in Naha. Where is that Starbucks? Gotta look for the headquarters. $1912. Like what? 111 years now? This is the very first Starbucks ever made. And as you can see, it's just some random looking Starbucks. Everyone's in line for it because how historical it is. I'm gonna take a hard pass on this again. However, I can still get a picture with it. Okay, I got my picture with the very first Starbucks ever made. I'm not gonna lie, it was very disappointing. Not what I was expecting. But then again, it was built in 1912, so that's why it looks disappointing. But it's very famous because it's the very first one. But I am not waiting in line just to just to be inside. I got my picture with it, so let's go check out the gum wall now. Man, this place is endless and just overly crowded. Well, we're almost there to the gum wall, if that's any special. In a way, I kind of feel like I'm at American Village. There's a gum wall. Okay, it's gonna be a little mystery to find it. It's down there. So let's go to the bottom. So I gotta take the elevator to go see a gum on the wall. Bunch of gum on the wall. Here we are, we're gonna see the gum wall. How cool is that? Yeah, very enthusiastic. Yeah, a very famous tourist destination in Seattle. I don't know. I guess it's interesting, but also kind of disgusting. Like that right there. I wonder if you could put your gum right here. I don't know. I don't really chew gum. That's a way to recruit people into the Navy. I attended the gum wall. Very good tactic. Everyone wants to get pictured with the gum. Well, yeah. Oh yeah. There. Off the bucket list. You know, I never really had that much interest in exploring Seattle, honestly. Only place I was interested in was the original Starbucks. Since I go to Starbucks a lot to do my homework. But that gum wall, I recently just learned that. So if you want to travel all the way to Seattle to see a bunch of gum on the wall, when there's pretty much gum anywhere you can see these days, gum under tables and restaurants, or gum on the wall in general anyway. But apparently, it brings a lot of attraction. I don't know how. There must be some history behind it, and I don't know. I think I did enough exploring of Seattle today. I mean, this is only just a layover. I'd be much more interested in seeing LA again, especially on a day like this, because I had to cut my time short in LA because it was raining. But I'm so happy I got the picture at the Hollywood sign. Seattle's not much of my interest, but it's always good to try to go out and explore and do what you can. But now I'll finally get something to eat. I'll see what's in the area. I'm actually just gonna go find food around my motel. Kind of overwhelmed with people because I was on a 9-hour flight across the entire Pacific Ocean. Not to mention, I had to sit next to a 1-year-old. Yeah. Across the entire Pacific Ocean, I had to sit next to an infant. First thing on my mind, like, oh, I'm gonna deal with screaming a lot. Well, don't worry. That's what I got my AirPods for. But it wasn't so much of him screaming. He didn't really scream that much. It was more him just being a kid. And I get it. I was a kid too. But it's different when I'm not even a parent. So, I'm kind of just trying to get on with my life as a single man. Let's go back to the motel.
Now entering Westland. Doors to my right.
As promised, I said I would have something American. And you certainly don't have this in Japan. And this is probably like the closest restaurant to my motel. So, wasn't exactly craving Denny's. And I picture Denny's more as like a breakfast place, like IHOP. Hey, and you know what? IHOP was the first restaurant I ate the last time I was in America. Okay. Yeah. Let's go see what they have to offer. Well, let's see. Of course, nothing goes wrong with dessert.